party people, omniverts, amniverts, exoverts, introverts, all of you verts. All of you people. And welcome to This Week I'm Learning, the crazy podcast where we all get together and share what rabbit holes we have all dived into over the last week. This is episode 72, which is a drinking episode. It's also going to be our kind of end of the year
mid-season
predictions. Yeah, and
we're not
it is going to be a
season.
mid-season break. Yeah, nope. So we're gonna peace out for the week after Christmas, and then the week after New Year's. For those of you in the States,
because we worked so
that.
hard on this podcast. I'm so tired.
Tell you what,
I need a break.
It does not feel
I just come
like
back and you leave again.
Oh shit, Tim's here. All right, guys, we're taking a break.
Yeah.
It does not.
I wonder why it doesn't feel like Christmas, Cody, because where have you lived for most of your life?
It's just weird. There's no snow, but there's still Christmas decorations.
Cody,
it's
weird. I feel no sympathy for the no snow because it was 67 degrees today. I washed a car outside without a jacket on, like just my work t-shirt, and I accidentally got sprayed with water, and it felt nice.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's
the
the
only
20th
time
of fucking December. Don't tell me global warming is not fucking real.
This
is
the only time of year.
It's good.
I wish I was back home. Go talk to people in Alaska right now.
Just for.
I do
I'd like
kind
to have
of
snow
miss
just
snow,
for a couple of days.
but I also don't miss the cold in any way. But to be fair, it got below freezing last night here in Tucson, so I feel you, Colorado and Spain.
Alaskans
the weather
are happy that it's actually positive 20 now after being unseasonably cold for the last 2 months.
That's true. I don't know. The weather keeps fucking with me just enough. I was supposed to have my Discovery flight on, let's see, what was it? The 10th. Because of the snow, that got canceled. It was supposed to happen this coming Friday, the 24th. They just canceled with me because we are scheduled for high winds and snow in the morning. It's now been rescheduled for the 31st, so maybe third time's a charm? I think I did too good of a job pissing... Yeah. I think I did too good of a job pissing off the snow gods, because now they just seem to be going after my plans.
Weird flex, but okay.
I rode my motorcycle December 3rd and then snowboarded. I rode my motorcycle up to work, hopped on my snowboarded miserably, by the way, and then rode the motorcycle back home.
Partly why the hopeful prediction is going to be difficult this year. At least for me. I don't know about y'all, but who knows?
Easy.
But anyway, we should probably reintroduce ourselves because this could be anyone's first podcast to join us. I am Brandon Vader, also known as Captain Drac or Dracanus. I guess I should actually get this in full screen mode so that I can try and attempt to place people. Directly next to me is Mjolnir, also known as Charlie Stiffler. Even further over there is Cody Stratman, also known as Psychonitrous. Down below me, that direction, Colton Roper, also known as Seeker 4761. And in the corner that we haven't talked about is Tim Rhind, also known as Fake Farang.
You remember?
Welcome back, Tim.
I did.
Thank you,
I didn't even have to look at the sticky note this time. But
the full crew.
Yeah.
The party boys are back.
What's bad about this being a drinking episode is that it might be night there, but I have to learn Thai right after this. So
what I've learned over the years of my education degree and teaching at a high school and teaching my peers is that learning can happen in any state of mind. But when you take the test, make damn sure you're in the same state of mind that you learned it in.
I have a quiz
if you come
today.
to school every day fucking hammered, that's fine. As long as you come to the test fucking hammered.
I have a quiz today, actually.
Oh, that sucks.
Well,
Rip.
I guess
Don't
we'll
worry,
see
your
you in the
student visa
States
will
soon.
probably not get canceled.
Just a good excuse to extend that student visa, right? If you have to take another semester of class.
There you go.
Yeah.
Strategies.
But as we alluded to earlier in the show, just a couple minutes ago, this is the prediction episode. So we're going to start off with the four of us that did the prediction episode last year, kind of taking you back to what our predictions were and how close they came. And for those of you who didn't watch the last one, we did a silly prediction, a realistic prediction, and a hopeful prediction.
And if you want some comedy, go back and watch it.
Yeah.
Comedy / crying. Because some of them we got way too fucking close. And some
also
we got
better-
way too fucking wrong.
We are also way better at podcasting than we were 41 episodes ago. So we're getting there.
This is true.
We're getting there.
Just a little bit better.
I think so.
Oh, yeah. Well, Cody, why don't you walk us through your predictions?
So are we doing the recap of the predictions
Yes.
or
Yeah,
the
yeah,
new
yeah.
prediction? Okay.
Let's all the way through the recap, and then we'll
Okay.
circle back around for the next.
So my silly prediction last year was for a civil war, specifically in the United States.
And our episode aired 7 days before the Capitol insurrection in Washington, D.C. Good job. You're an
Thanks,
asshole.
Cody.
I'm
Well
blaming
done.
you and you alone, and I expect you to be extradited to the United States and face criminal prosecution.
No, you do not want me there. Trust me, you do not want me there.
I'll predict worse shit.
Yeah, I was in the U.S. when I predicted that. So
That's a fair point. That's a good point.
my
Okay,
It
so
hasn't exactly
keep
gotten
your
better since
predictions
you
away from our states.
my fair enough. My realistic prediction is that China was going to do something crazy involving
Crazy.
Taiwan, and that travel was going to come back in droves around October. Well, the Taiwan thing has only gotten more stressful-ish.
Still a powder
And-
keg.
Yep, still a powder keg, but nothing has happened, so that hasn't quite happened. Travel coming back. I can tell you from flying this summer in the United States that even though they were doing the, don't sit next to each other, instead what was happening is all the gates were crazily crowded, where people were standing bunched up next to each other and not sitting, in the little X's that they had. So we had a weird version of insanity with that, but it just SeaTac sucks in the summer for travel. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. And then my hopeful prediction was that basically people will understand tech in the government and we will figure out censorship and privacy.
More specifically, you said you wanted people in government in terms of leadership who understood technology.
Yep.
At least what it is right now and how it affects daily life.
And
Nope.
yeah,
Missed that one.
I don't know. I listened to a recap because I don't have the time to actually listen to the hearing itself, but I listened to the recap of a hearing with some of the CEOs of major crypto companies, and it sounds like we actually have some people on both sides of the aisle that are starting to understand that, though it's still...
I don't think, personally, and this is just my personal opinion on that, I agree with you, but I don't think it's for understanding the tech itself. I think it's for the potential financial benefits of understanding the tech.
That's a good point. That is a good point. So, yes, I think as far as security and privacy goes, no. These things are not, as they would say in Thai, Muangan or Klaigon.
2 to 3 ain't bad.
Oh, there he goes.
Did you just say a Jedi's name?
No.
I heard Qui-Gon.
I actually did too.
Qui-Gon. Anyway.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Anyway.
Okay.
So my new predictions will go. We're doing a recap.
Yeah,
Full recap.
Recap,
Okay.
All right,
then
Colton,
circle back.
Colton, on to
Wait,
you.
wait.
I'm
Wait.
jumping all
Cody?
sorts of guns. Yes.
What are you drinking for this episode?
I am drinking Jameson and Coke because I felt fancy and decided that I wanted Jameson.
That must have been expensive.
It
Over
was.
there, yeah.
It was
Normal price.
1,200 baht, so around $35 or so.
Okay.
Same price.
I thought for some reason American whiskey was more expensive than anything else as far as alcohol goes.
More than the freaking Thai whiskey.
I can tell you that prices
Isn't
are cheaper than Alaska. So again, coming from Alaska, like everything is cheaper here. Like it.
Fair enough.
I would
statement.
say that's pretty much. But yeah, I'm drinking this
The country of Alaska, yes.
in a plastic cup because while I'm willing to spend like $500 on a chair, I figure if they're gonna give me bubble tea in a cup that seems sturdy enough to be reusable, I'm gonna reuse it. So yeah.
Oh, look at you.
That's high. That's some high
Awesome.
class shit right there, Cody.
Hey, it's sturdy.
Hey,
I am reusing.
reduce, reuse, recycle.
Exactly. Be happy, you hippies. Be happy.
Lovely.
All right. Is it now time
Okay.
to go to someone else?
It is
Okay.
now time to call.
Thank you.
Oh my god, it's my fucking turn. I'm gonna start off with a statement, and I realized why you guys always put me in the goddamn corner. Is because if you look on YouTube and the freaking, you know how you'll see like how long the video is in the preview, that the time of the video is always over my goddamn face. So fuck you guys. I realized that today as I was going through. I'm like, every single one of them, at least since Tim came in, to be fair, I've always been in
How
the.
do you end up at the bottom?
Now Tim is getting
know.
covered.
It's alphabetical.
Yeah, it's alphabetical order. That's why I'm.
Yeah, change your name on Discord.
I know, but it's more fun to feel like the victim. But anyways, my realistic prediction last year was that quantum computers would actually have a major breakthrough, and specifically I said in the quarter 1 of 2021, and that didn't happen really in the first quarter, but in quarter 4, in this last quarter, they actually created the first 5-qubit quantum computer in the last month or so. So that is, and since it's a quantum computer, it's actually exponentially faster than previous generations. So I would call that a half win, a half correct. Mm-hmm. So good job, me. My hopeful thing, which I was completely fucking wrong, was that I hope people would learn that they are living on a planet. Specifically that they are not the center of the universe. And at least in this country, I don't think that happened, unfortunately. I think it actually went the other way. So...
Yep. People got released off of quarantine and was like, all right, now we're going to do all of the things that we've wanted to do for the last year.
Hey, that's my thing.
Yeah, can't wait for mine.
Yeah.
My silly one also didn't happen, but I still think it's the best silly one, is that a powerful person would soil themselves on national television, meaning a CEO or a government official. And
I mean,
I don't.
How do we know it hasn't happened?
To be fair,
Because
I said we had to have.
Yeah, he specifically said that there had to be proof or a reaction.
Unfortunately, I can't. I looked and I couldn't find any, because the internet would fucking go wild on that. I could not find anything in the last year of that. So that is going to be my secondary. I sure hope that happens this year, but unfortunately, didn't happen last year. But we can always hope that maybe these assholes will realize they're human and we're all pretty much the same.
What are you drinking tonight?
I am drinking an interesting mix. For the holidays, I have this pumpkin liqueur. It's quite delicious. But I also mixed it with some... a strawberry like protein shake. I know, sounds disgusting, and yet it is the breakfast of champions. So go fuck yourselves.
Okay,
Fucking delicious. It's
respect that.
delicious. It's
I'll
like
respect
it's an
that.
adult milkshake, is what it is. So
That's not right. Strawberry and pumpkin don't go together. That's
You
just
would
not
think.
right. No.
but
You
you
know,
add in
know.
alcohol, doesn't matter.
Yep.
Of course, we'll find out tomorrow, or
No,
maybe
I-
after, towards the end of this podcast how it felt.
Yeah. No,
If you
I'm-
run off holding your mouth.
Right.
Or his butt.
To be fair, the girlfriend.
He could be
discovered
the
Be
this-
person
the
that's
famous
so-
person.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm the powerful person. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, the girlfriend discovered this because she mixed her chocolate protein shake with it, and it actually is better. But this first time I tried strawberry, so we'll see. And so far, it's pretty good.
Nice.
But Charlie, what happened? What happened last year? What did you
So
predict?
my silly prediction was the Macarena would make a comeback, and there was a Super Bowl commercial that had the Macarena in it. So I'm taking that. That is a fucking win. And yes, each one of you is singing the song in your head again.
You said that last year.
I
and you're
did.
right.
I said again.
I prefer that.
My
the
realistic
Korean one.
prediction was that restaurants, bars, and events would explode in demand by 125% or more. And I will say, at least statistically from a Denver-centric perspective, Stadium Medical, we do a pretty good job. Like 6% growth every year over year. 2020, we had a minus 7% growth. In 2021, we had a 49% increase in business. It was insane. 3,500 patient contacts at Red Rocks with 300 patient transports just from the one venue.
But technically, you overpredicted.
I said 125%, and I blew that out of the water.
No, you said
Yeah.
a 49% increase, not 149%.
No,
Yeah, but that's year
so
over year.
125% of
fair
capacity
enough.
means
You're
a
right.
25% increase. So
yeah,
we
yeah.
actually
Fair
did
enough.
double
Fair
that.
point. Fair enough. I guess that is.
I
a
can math.
specific thing.
Okay, and
Otherwise,
so my
it would be a
hope
decrease.
my hopeful was that 150 days in, that 60 to 70% of the willing to be vaccinated would be vaccinated, and we hit that mark. We hit 70% of that population within 45 days. We blew it out of the water. Now we
In the
didn't
United
hit,
States.
we didn't hit
Yeah.
70% vaccinated in the country for adults that were eligible until 100 days. We missed it by like 104, 105 days total for Biden's rollout. But it was pretty fucking close. So now that said, I mean, we're not seeing a lot of vaccination. We're not seeing a lot of people change their mind. I have a feeling that Omicron's going to change that, but I'm going to get into that later. So I am drinking Youngling American Lager, and this is the oldest brewery in the United States.
Okay. Crack
Pottsville,
open a
PA.
youngling, Anakin.
Too soon.
Ah, they taste so good.
Young blood.
Hey, this is a lightsaber your father had. He used it to kill a lot of little kids.
Put some
Enjoy.
blood on it. Here you go.
All right,
Silly
Brandon.
Star Wars.
Do we want
Okay.
to start with Tim since he didn't get to
Oh, no,
make a prediction?
Brandon,
Cody
I
has
haven't
to
gotten
do his
to do
wrap
my-
up.
Oh shit!
Brandon hasn't done his wrap up yet.
Why do we have a script? God damn
Why
it.
do we have
Why
a
do we
drinking
always have
episode?
to interrupt Brandon?
No shit. That's hilarious.
It's my
Fucking
fault.
damn it,
My
Cody.
fault. I'll
It
take
happened.
That one.
It happened in last year's thing too. God
Yeah.
damn it! I love
It's
it.
because
We are nothing
I
but
blame
of,
those.
but
I
of
blame
consistent.
those.
So
Drink more.
fuck strawberry pumpkin.
Yes. Okay, so my silly prediction was that ARM is everywhere.
And you're wrong.
It's not everywhere, but it is still a growing
Increasing.
market.
It's a growing market,
It's
but
increasing.
I think we addressed it previously that it may have missed its mark.
I don't know that the hardware has the software support for it has though.
That's the key. Yeah, the hardware is there with the M1 and everything, but the adoption is not there yet on a market-based thing.
Yeah, which on a side note, since we're talking about ARM and Cody said M1, my M1 powered iPad, I finally got Lightroom on it and was messing with the Lightroom version for it. And oh my God, like my desktop is not a slouch by any means, but just doing like photo stuff,
it's so good
in Lightroom on that tablet was
good.
It's
honestly, obnoxiously good.
You guys have played up that iPad so much. I am actually in the market for one, so I'm gonna be joining.
Yes.
I want one.
Yes.
I want one so bad now.
Just make sure it has Apple Pencil support, because
That's I want the pencil.
Wow, that is mind blowing. I don't use my Surface Go anymore, or the stupid $70 pen for my Fold anymore.
Apple fanboy.
I just can't. The writing
Microsoft
experience
story.
is too good.
It's just
anyway,
I'd love to have the M1 laptop MacBook for editing videos.
I'd take one. Not paying for one anytime soon, but I would take one.
No, I know.
Hey, mine's name is Doge.
Fair enough.
Okay, back on track. My realistic one was that foldable phones are here to stay, and there will be more makes and models. And I
you
was
got the prediction of which one you were
right.
going to own. You got the prediction of which one you're going to own wrong.
Yep.
I know.
You did.
Oh,
I did. Because
to be
I'm
fair, he
such
owned
a
it for 2
Microsoft
weeks.
fanboy.
He owned it for a whole fucking.
Of course he owned it
until he
has to
returned
own
it.
Until he was like, I hate this thing.
There's a guy in my Thai
But
class
this.
that bought it. That bought that same phone too.
The Duo or the
The same one Dracanis
Windows.
currently has. No, not the
Fold
Windows.
3.
The Duo.
Samsung. The
Fold
Samsung.
3.
Oh,
Fold
the
3.
Fold.
I have not seen
And
the
then you
Duo
add in-
anywhere in Thailand. I've
You
not
can
seen
add
that
in
phone
the
anywhere.
Oppo
Oh,
B
yeah, I have.
fix thing. That's a big deal as well. I mean, that's
Yep,
going to hit the
that
Chinese
just came
market
out.
like a sack of bricks too. So
And
Oh,
here,
yeah.
And the flip.
Oppo's big here.
And honestly, their form factor, the way they have their screens laid out,
better.
way better even than Samsung's. It's the right aspect ratio on the outside, and it folds like flat. It doesn't have that stupid like wedge shape. Yeah, love it. I won't own one just because you have to hack the Play Store onto it, because it's not Play Store certified. And because it's not Play Store certified, it also won't be Netflix certified. So you'll be locked at 720p.
Yeah.
Screw that
So,
shit.
Yep. And then my hopeful one was that we would have an increase in internet privacy, which no,
Not really.
it's worse.
Yeah.
There's been a couple of interesting laws in California that happened this year to try and resolve some of the privacy, and then also the kind of openness of it. But until more places adopt it, it's not
really
gonna be a
related
thing.
to Cody's other hopeful prediction about people who are intelligent in terms of tech.
Yep.
In the government, and unfortunately, at least the United States, that has not happened, and the people who don't have any real power yet. So
Or they're smart enough to stay out of government.
there needs to be a culling.
There needs to be both a term limit and I hate to be ageist, but an age limit.
I don't
Especially
think
in
there
terms
needs
of
to be an
tech.
age limit. Look at there's certain people that are actually for privacy. Like if you look at Ron Wyden,
Okay.
I think that statement is a bit ageist.
Yeah, fuck you, Tim.
Okay, how about this?
A term limit I agree with completely. And we're going
term limit
political.
would probably take care of most of that anyway,
Yep.
to be honest. But I don't know, like there almost needs to be a certain like level of intelligence to vet a multitude of topics, and that just is not the thing. It's who can yell the loudest.
And if you're talking tech, especially with how quickly it changes, I mean, you can't be thinking like 1990s even. You can't be thinking the same. It's a complete 10 years ago. You can't be thinking the same kind of thing. The technology has advanced so much. It's I don't fully agree with the age limit thing, but at some level, like, people can be that old and still be able to adjust their thinking. They should have to prove they can adjust their thinking. But if they're not going to think in terms of modern,
but then it should be
needs,
everybody. Otherwise, it's just ageist.
I don't think it matters the age of the representative. I think that the representative has to be able to swallow their pride and accept the advice of an advisor, and have a young, hip, like tech-centric know-it-all.
Doesn't have to be young. My 66-year-old mother is more into
your
blockchain
mother is an
than
exception.
I am.
It's one of those things of
your mother is absolutely an exception.
You have to prove it, and the people in charge right now, who are that old and older, are not proving it. That's the point.
I still think term limit is probably enough to do
okay.
that. Anyway,
I redact my age limit, but I want a term limit.
And something else that was predicted kind of sort of in Brandon's part was the price of Bitcoin. Do you remember what you said?
No.
That you said we might hit 30? And it's 48 right now, and that's kind of the low mark for recently.
Yeah, that's after it's gone
69
down a little bit.
The high water mark was 65,481.
No, I believe it actually hit 69.
Oh yeah, you're right. 69,134 was the high.
Well,
of course it was, because everyone had limit sells for 69.
Because of course the Bitcoin or the crypto coin that was a proof of concept and is a prototype coin becomes the most expensive one, and it's going to stay that way because that's just the way it goes, isn't it?
But right now it's only 48,400. So, and
cool. Buy a lot of pizzas.
And Doge is 17 and sitting.
By the time this video comes out in a week, it's going to be something different. So
yeah, this
it could drop 30,000 points or go up 1,000,000 points.
Thinking about who is investing in crypto right now, as far as the masses go, I predict that the actual reason for all the slumps in the last couple months is because people are pulling their money out to buy Christmas gifts. I think that post holidays it's going to bump again, because people have spent all their money for the holidays, and whatever they get for gifts and as far as money goes, they'll dump into the market, and hopefully it'll take off. Now that said, whatever. All right. So I say
just a prediction.
Brandon, what are you drinking?
Oh, I am having root beer with Crown Royal Vanilla.
Nice. I've recently been on a root beer and Fireball kick. Yeah, it's good. Oh, it's good.
That could be really good too.
Okay,
Tim.
So
we need to.
I think Tim needs to introduce what his beverage is, and then I think Tim should start off with his predictions if he's got them.
Yeah.
Unless you'd rather us go first.
I only learned about this topic as I was struggling to get my computer working after Windows crashed. So not 100% prepared. Now, as for what I'm drinking, well, you're going to be uninspired. It's my home roasted coffee. But I finally have got an order in for Clamato juice. I love Caesars. I don't know if you guys
Canada thing.
And
it's Canada.
I just got notified that the order for Clamato came in, so I'm going to be having Christmas
Y'all
Caesars.
thought strawberry and pumpkin was a weird mix. I've never understood that mix.
I've never understood clam
my
juice.
wife calls
to be.
As my wife calls it, she calls it cold soup. When I drink it.
Yeah, cold fishy soup.
Actually, if there's any people in the world that would appreciate Clamato juice other than Canadian people, it's probably Thai people.
To be fair, I've never tried it, so I probably shouldn't judge it too terribly hard, but
no,
I know what each of those taste like.
It cost for what would cost $2 back home, it's almost $300 bought. So what is that in U.S. dollars?
About
$9?
10.
10?
9, 10?
The exchange rate's good in our favor right now. So,
yeah. So I got 2 bottles coming in.
Oh, yeah.
As far as predictions, I'm gonna the hopeful one. I'm gonna take the easy route. I'm actually because I got nothing. I really do hope that this Omicron does replace the D, and I hope it stays and doesn't modify itself further, and it just becomes like a mild flu to those who are vaccinated. That's my hopeful, because then
that'd be real nice.
Can turn normal.
basically wipes it out for everyone because everyone gets a little bit of immunity. That would be awesome.
My other one is sort of related. See, I told you I'm taking the easy way out. My dark one is that it modifies again to something more serious, and then we're really gonna have to hope that the vaccine will adapt.
I'm not gonna lie, Tim. I really hope you're wrong on that one.
Yeah.
God,
I would like that, but
yeah.
And if you're right, there probably won't be a podcast this time next year.
There you go.
So I hope you're wrong, just so we can say we kept on doing this.
Yeah. So what else do I gotta go? So this
Silly,
just a silly off the wall
ridiculous
one.
Let me.
It could be completely stupid. It could be completely stupid. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll take him off the hot seat. He's tapping out. So, Colton, let's go to you.
I am not a very hopeful person, unfortunately, after the last couple of years. So,
what happened to we'll see what happens? That attitude.
I said that last year, and look what happened in 2021. Wasn't bad at 2020, arguably, just different kind of bad. I hope. I'll keep mine a little bit simple though. I think I asked for a little bit too much last year for hopeful that people realize that they're not the center of the universe. I would simplify it and say that people have one version of facts and reality.
That we all share the same facts.
That we all have specifically reality. That call a spade or whatever. Just no alternative facts bullshit. No whatever. Just you see it. That's what it is. Now we can attack it because I said it last year. We probably only have 50 years or so before shit gets unbearably bad, and now we only have 49 years, so
if that
need to do that. So I hope that people get their shit together. Realistic though, I think VR is going to become a bigger thing. As it already kind of has. It's kind of a cop out just because it's already kind of happened a little bit with like the Oculus Quest 2. Oh, and I steal yours? Haha, I knew it. It's all right. But as it becomes cheaper, as software and games are developed for it, as the actual apparatus becomes less big, less bulky, and everything like that, I think that's the word. It'll just become more ubiquitous, I guess you could say. It'll just become a thing. So I hope it's not a niche. I hope it keeps building, and with like Facebook, as much as we dislike Facebook doing that meta thing, I would argue they kind of see it the same way. So I would like to see at least that gaming perspective, not necessarily the universe like living in it, but the gaming perspective will grow. That's what I'd like. And as for silly, I think more animals will be elected to mayorship in the United States and around the world.
Okay, you better fact check right now. How many are currently?
I will. I'll Google that while y'all are doing their thing. But I think I can name. I think there's like 3 or 4 just off the top of my head that I know of. There's dogs and cats that are officially the mayor. So you know what? It can't get any worse. So
what is going on in your country?
Oh, you wouldn't know.
You
So
wonder why I
much.
came here.
So much.
The fact that a dog or a cat or a llama or a fucking salamander could do arguably a better job by not doing anything, maybe that's the way we should go. So, Rover and Mrs. Mittens 2024. Anyways. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get that one this year. That's the only one I'm getting right, besides the terrible one.
How offended would you be if you ran against a dog for president?
And you fucking lost?
And
You
lost.
should really look at yourself. If your platform is so fucking bad, they're like, you know what, I'm going to trust that dog. He seems to know what the fuck he's doing. Kind of says a lot for the state of the world. Oh, God, I hope I'm right. I'm going to be so happy if I'm right. But
We'll be in the apocalypse, but
hey,
we'll figure a way out
At least
to do the
Fido will be in
podcast.
charge. And I'm not even a dog person. Fuck, who wants to go next?
Go with Cody. Let's go reverse
Cody.
alphabetical order.
Cody.
All right. My hopeful one. I hope that this one's somewhat complicated. I hope that the world God, I've got so many for hopeful. I hope that the world opens up more and that more people can be citizens of the world rather than just a country. Mm-hmm. That's what I would love to see, is that basically people can be world citizens and that it's easy to choose your allegiance. That is my hope for the world, and that everybody can choose where they want to be and what they align with based off of their values and themselves.
You know what would be a really interesting way to do that?
What?
If until the age of 21, you had universal citizenship. So wherever your parents had citizenship, that's probably where you'll live. But at 21, that's when you can make the choice to choose your country, and then you are flown to that country and you are a citizen of that country.
Brandon.
That'd be like a sports draft.
Like a video game.
You'd end up having.
This is
people-
how you get
like-
country McCountry face.
No, you don't
Yeah.
choose the name of it. You get to choose.
No.
It's
Oh, no,
like
no.
when you start an
No.
MMO and you get to choose which
Your
faction
region.
you belong. Yeah, exactly. I hope we have that. That's my hopeful, or maybe that's my silly. I'm not sure at this point.
It's both.
No, you know what? That's my silly. I'm going to say that is my silly, because that's a far out there enough to be silly. My hopeful is that I hope we get to a place where people can have differing views, but still talk to each other. I hope that becomes commonplace. And I hope that we still have different views, but we're able to converse with each other without issue. That's
I
my
would like to
hopeful.
add something to that as well. I agree entirely. I would say converse and actually get stuff done. Because
Okay. Yes.
talking doesn't do anything.
Okay.
Talk is cheap.
That
We
we
can be friends, but if your goal is to get something done, both sides need to say, "Okay, we're going to accomplish something."
All
How to
sides.
get there is
all
one thing.
sides. There's more than two sides. There's more than two sides.
Whatever.
I'm
doesn't
drinking,
matter.
so
the
I
point,
yeah.
the point is, stuff gets done. Like talking
Yes.
about we all know what the problems are, and yes, they're different views, but that's my,
find some
that's my
Anyway.
suggested amendment to that.
Anyway, that's my hopeful. My realistic is I'm actually gonna do a positive realistic one.
Ooh.
I think, let's see, I did a travel related one before. I'm gonna do a travel related one again. I think that we are going to have 8 months of lockdown, not lockdown. Again, I haven't been paying attention to how the U.S. is going with Omicron or whatever. So I don't know. I only have my experience here with Thailand. And can you drink after 9? Can you drink after 11? Can you not? Can you
Important
do
things.
whatever? Can you drink, but it's going to be in a plastic cup because, yeah. Anyway,
Right.
I think that we're going to have 8 months of that, and then I think that with vaccination rates, I think we're going to, after 8 months is let's see,
August.
Karakada
So September.
and Singha. What is September in Pasatai? Okay, I forget September in Pasatai. Anyway, September, things are going to actually feel normal, not new normal. I hate that
Real
phrase.
normal.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Less stressful.
Yes.
We
I
had
am,
this
I am pro dealing with stuff, but I hate the phrase new normal. So, yes. Anyway, I succeed my time to the fellow in the shirt of Sifa.
Blue. Okay, thanks.
Blau.
Yeah. So,
Azul.
I'm going to go with my silly first. I think Mambo number 5 is coming back.
Really?
It's going to take over. It's going to take over. It's going to take over the world. This time, it's going to be Mambo number 6, and it's going to be real. It's going to be real.
It's going to be big, baby. It's going to be big.
And it's in your heads now.
It's starting with this podcast right now.
I am going to go with my hopeful next. And I am hopeful that the cruise that I thought I was going on in September of this year finally happens in September of this coming year in 2022. Because
when I watched the old video, I forgot. Oh yeah, he was supposed to go somewhere in September last year.
No,
I remember
the
that.
cruise lines just canceled it. Now, I am optimistic because my entire party is vaccinated, fully vaccinated, and I have boosted. Everyone that is in the party has boosted, and I trust that everyone will boost again if it is indicated before September. And so if that's the thing that makes the difference, a half-full cruise ship means twice as much space to walk around. So, fuck yeah, I hope so. Realistic. I think Omicron is about to shut us down, and it's not because Omicron is more deadly, because it's not. It's less deadly, and that's actually a great thing. I am hopeful in that component that it's going to become the common cold and everyone will get it and spread it continuously, and it will be less and less and less and less of a big deal.
Not mutate into something terrible.
3 friends currently on ventilators. So, and I think Delta is not gone yet, and I think they all have Delta. So, I think, we've had some professional sporting events cancel. I've had, the Lion King is currently from Broadway in Denver right now, and we had the show last night cancel.
Here in Tucson, they're starting to
talk
talk
We're on quiet
again
standby
about shutting
for
down.
loadout procedures, which is not supposed to happen until January 5th, and we're on quiet ready for that. So I think that could happen, and I think the NBA, NFL, NHL are going to get ready to go to another bubble, because they're going to have to, with vaccination rates in the high 90s in all the leagues, and people are still getting sick to the point that they're having to cancel games because they don't have enough healthy players to play. That's a big thing. Now,
what is the vaccination rate in the U.S.?
The actual vaccination rate, I will look up. But
97%
97% of the NBA is vaccinated. 98% of the NHL is vaccinated, and 99% of the NFL is vaccinated.
Yeah, as a small subsample, it's not looking particularly good considering they're the healthiest and
so
people
currently
in the world,
we have 202 million fully vaccinated out of the entire population.
So
61.4% of the full vaccination is fully vaccinated. 495 million total doses given.
I bet Thailand's gonna. I mean, obviously we can't outdo you on population, but I think we'll outdo you on
percentage.
Yeah.
It's always percentage based. It's partly why it's going to be a problem, I think.
I can look up countries.
Ooh.
There's still
vaccine
supply is still an issue.
Yeah,
Thailand.
Well, yeah, it's a lot of countries are having,
but they're
having trouble getting the first.
72.8% of the population is vaccinated at least one dose. 63.3% fully vaccinated, for a total of 44 million fully vaccinated and 50 million at least one dose. 4.7 million boosted. So, I mean, you guys are doing pretty damn good. But
especially since we had a late start.
You're at the same place that we are effectively.
But we also we are several months behind. We're
absolutely.
Almost a year behind the U.S., actually, as far as
we also have, it'll be an interesting test case, at least specifically between the two countries, based culturally and how they handle public health. So it'll be very interesting. I'm curious. It'll be fun. Next year's going to be fun.
Yeah, that could be a whole topic on itself. So let's not get into that. Otherwise, I'm going to start talking about it and we'll be bad. So Brandon, please go.
Okay. So one of my silly predictions is that NVIDIA will buy another chip company and call them Leg to compete in the arms space.
Oh my god. And then we'll have leg day. We'll finally have leg day at that point.
Yes.
Ah, you did it.
Oh, I got Charlie to leave. That's a win. I win.
Oh.
Arm and hammer.
Oh, yeah. No, that'll be their GPU designs.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
God damn it.
I fucking hate you.
Fucking NVIDIA.
I love you too, Charlie. All right. My second silly one is that folding phones will introduce a VR mode where arms pop out from the top and bottom and you can wear your phone like a ridiculous pair of sunglasses.
See, I think you had it.
That's
until you said the arms pop out.
I could see
like a slap bracelet phone.
Yeah,
the Moby
that could be an option too.
So basically, the Moby glass
like
from Star
on the
Citizen.
wrist.
It'll be called the face hugger.
I love this guy.
I hate Brandon right now so much.
Oh, cheers, buddy. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers. Loving this, Charlie. All right. So as far as realistic, Colton kind of beat me to the punch. I also agree VR will continue to grow with some limits on shipments due to ongoing chip shortages. And specifically, Meta will release an updated headset at a competitive and likely at a loss price, and scalpers will profit greatly.
Yeah, you're probably right.
No, I think that's the most accurate prediction out of all of our predictions.
Probably.
Thanks.
I feel like sorry, I'm a Brandon fan.
To be fair, in terms of what's it's at least somewhat positive, so I hope it's the most accurate.
Yeah. Honestly, it would probably
Facebook,
make me buy one. I keep looking at the Oculus Quest, and it's like, God, it would be nice to be wireless.
God, I want to play VR outside. I want to play virtual reality in reality.
And Tim is looking at VR too. So
yeah.
Damn
Actually,
right he is.
Yeah.
I just don't. I keep on hearing that they're coming out with a new Oculus, so I don't want to buy one right now. Maybe if I wait another 6 months. Defer my pleasure.
Yep, that's kind of where I'm at too right now.
All right, Tim, you owe us a silly prediction.
It's not done yet.
Hey,
Oh, no. I'm interrupting Brandon because that's what we do.
Oh,
Okay, that is the theme.
Fair point.
My silly prediction is my Windows 11 computer will start working again.
That's not gonna fucking happen.
Shots fired.
Nah.
Too
Microsoft,
Too
you
soon.
have been called out. Get him a new computer. Make a better operating system. Please, God forsaken, make a better one.
They asked me if I wanted the upgrade a couple of days ago, and I was like, no.
See, and during my week off last week, I actually tried to force Windows 11 on my desktop because it's like, this is the perfect time because I have a week to figure out all the bugs, to get everything working for the podcast next week. I can't. No TPM chip. And I know there's a workaround, but so far the two that I've tried haven't actually worked. So
I'm blown
figure
away.
that
I
out
found out
later.
my motherboard has one of those. I was like, okay, maybe.
Really? Dang.
Brandon.
Forced an update and it made it work.
Nice.
I'm not going to upgrade anytime soon, but I can. So I got to make sure that Windows just doesn't force me to do it. Some bullshit update.
All right.
But we'll see.
So, Tim.
Brandon's hopeful, I think.
No, fuck Brandon. Tim. Fine. Brandon, go.
Okay. So my hopeful, I have two. Windows x64 emulation on ARM Silicon will reach near native levels. So 10% away from natively coded apps.
Okay. That means that...
That's my hopeful.
Okay.
Yeah, more people will...
I'm giving
the
Cody a
adoption will be
homework
higher.
assignment. I realize what I'm
I have
asking. Cody.
homework. I have it.
I'm giving... You only have school 2 hours a day.
3! And
oh my
homework.
God, 3. Okay? Please, just go
And
through...
every time I go to a 7-Eleven, I have
You
have
you
school
don't have
too.
you don't have to do anything that much. Just go look at each episode. You don't have to watch the whole episode again. Just anyone that is very obviously that he mentions ARM, count it, and then put a fucking scoreboard up, and tell us how many fucking times this year he has mentioned ARM as either one of his topics or adjacently mentioned it because it was a part of the topic. Like,
Oh my God, we could add like a little
God.
noise, like I don't know,
A ding.
exploding thing,
The
and some ding, and then it just above Brandon.
The
Number
goal,
number
the
35.
hockey goal, the
Number
hockey
36.
Here is my
Yeah.
promise to the viewers and listener of this podcast. Whatever that number is, we'll
It's gonna
make it
go up.
even bigger next
I was gonna
year.
fucking see. Yeah, it's gonna go fucking
I
up. I'm sure.
actually might hire somebody to do this. Yeah, there's a good possibility I might find because the Thai TV
On Fiverr.
shows. I'm gonna hire somebody local because
Oh.
all the Thai TV shows and stuff have these sound effects and they are all either brilliant or over the top. But either way, I'm gonna see how much it costs to hire somebody to do that.
I will
Because
subsidize the cost. Make it reasonable.
yeah. It won't
What's
it
your
won't be for
second
this
one?
episode. Sorry everybody. It's
Just
too soon.
I'm just making
And-
more.
and
I'm
just
just
to
give myself a harder target.
this. Anyway.
To that.
So yes.
So
Ah.
that was my hopeful one, is that x64 emulation on Windows with ARM Silicon will reach near native levels. So only a 10% degradation from natively coded apps. My other one is that Star Citizen will become way more stable. And my buddy from work, David, and I am calling you out because I know you occasionally listen to this, will finally get in the goddamn game. I've been
We
trying to
need
convert him for
crew.
3 years now.
I would understand if you don't play for 3 years, David. It's really okay.
Yeah,
But
actually, I
now
understand
it's
why.
good.
Now
it's
I'm
good.
going to
There are still
send my
bugs.
youngest to college before Star Citizen is playable.
It is currently
it's playable.
Hey, no. We
Playable-ish.
have a
Okay,
whole
yeah, I
discussion
guess
episode.
Stanton
Episode.
system is not Star Citizen.
We have we'll have 2 hours to yell at each other and not be friends anymore.
This will have to.
It's happening. That's our next discussion episode.
We can't start this an hour and 12 minutes before I have to go to school because we don't have enough time then.
To acknowledge Brandon, it would be really nice. I would like that.
David.
That is a very hopeful, very pie in the sky, very
Unreal
out there prediction. And it might happen. We don't know. I would like to see it happen, though.
We need you, David. We need you.
Come, David.
Now we're scaring David. Anyway.
David.
I have something. I have like a bonus round, and it's a simple bonus round. But this time next year, what is Bitcoin in U.S. dollars?
This time next year, $75,000.
If fucking Ethereum ever does that fucking switch
2.0
to proof of stake, it's gonna go. I think it's gonna go down. I'm gonna say, what's that at right now?
It's at
45,000.
42.
Are you talking Ethereum or are you talking Bitcoin?
Bitcoin.
I'm gonna say Bitcoin.
I bet you it'll be about the same.
Bitcoin is 48,545.
I'm gonna say 40. I think it's gonna go down. 40.
Okay. Drag.
I think it's going to stay about the same because I think what's going to happen is it's going to hit 69,420 and everybody is going to simultaneously dump stocks and buy, or dump Bitcoin and buy into Bitcoin, and it's going to kind of come back down to like 62,000.
Oh, 62.
All right.
Okay. Tim?
I don't have a number, but I say it's definitely going to go up, and the reason is it seems that there's a lot more push in the mainstream that a lot more people are thinking about investing in Bitcoin. I mean, I hear a lot more talk about investing in crypto, period. And it's becoming easier to do, and the easier it comes for people to do in many countries. I think it's just going to some people are going to jump in maybe on just a small level, even just somebody only goes with $1,000, but if you get enough of those people doing that, it's still and the one they're going to think about is Ethereum and Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you're predicting, since there's more, we'll say, whales in the market, that you're predicting more retail investors adding to the market. Okay.
Yeah.
Retail investors meaning like you, me, Charlie.
To the moon.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have a slight cop-out answer that's going to make everybody go, ugh. If we go into the bear market that is being predicted, because I said this time next year, I predict 20,000. If we don't, what I predict it's going to do is I predict it's going to go up to about 100. I think it's going to hover at that level and then shoot down to 20. And I think it's going to remain around 20 for a few years, and then I think it's going to shoot up to about 500,000.
So you're saying it's either going to go down or it's going to go up.
Yes. But at least I'm being
depending
on the
market
specific.
Conditions, it's going to go up.
I'm being mildly
or it's
specific
go
on that.
Down.
So
that's true. You gave very specific numbers, and they're both very extreme. So it'll be interesting if we're not in a hellscape next year.
Bloop, and then I think it's going to go down, and then people are going to freak out, and it's going to stay around there for a little bit, and then it's going to go bloop again. And do some of this too, because that's always fun for day traders when it does that.
Jitter.
Yeah. Well,
all right, Brandon, take us home.
All right. Well, Seeker, why don't you tell us where you can find us?
Holy shit, we're actually doing pluggables in order this week. My name is Colton Roper. I go by Seeker4761 in all the places. Twitch.tv/Seeker4761, where I stream pretty consistently. I am also a contributor to the techpirate.net, so check that out if you want any info on news, reviews, gripes, and more. Tim, what about you?
YouTube and Instagram, Our Thai Journey. No spaces, of course. And
watch that shit. It's good.
Fake Flying on Discord. Thank you. And that's it. That's it.
Hell yeah.
That's enough. I'm an old guy.
That's all you're getting out of Tim, motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Also, please subscribe to Our Thai Journey.
Thank you. See, I'm not. See,
Definitely.
Cody?
There you go.
I am Cody Stratman, also known as Zito Valder, also known as Psychonitrous, also known as Roaming Geek, also known as Striving to Fail. Did I say that already? I forget. Yes. Okay. I don't think I have another also known as. Yeah.
Good work on that.
I know. I need 5. Yep. I need that. I could have my own team assembled. They could just be me. Anyway.
The weirdest Avengers.
You can... God, they would be terrible. A terrible team. The world would die so many times. You can find me on YouTube as Striving to Fail. You can find me on the Instagram. Yeah, that's the one with the block and the thing and the colors.
Is that what the children say?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're so
as
hip.
Zito Valder. You can find me on. Oh God, I gotta put this on Instagram. Oh,
Yes,
I should
you
do that right after this. Anyway,
Content.
you can also find me on Star Citizen as Psychonitrous. Yeah. And that is all.
I am Charlie Stiffler, also known as Milnor, spelled wrong, so I always get it right. You can find me here every week. I have my own YouTube channel that is very, very underutilized right now. I'm hoping to fix that a little bit during our break. I've been streaming a little bit more, and now that I've finally got the graphical glitch that Radeon had with Halo's campaign in the open world fixed, I am going to restart the campaign for Halo Infinite, and I am going to stream that and record it and upload it to YouTube in its entirety, and it is so fucking good. It is just so good. Everything I wanted from a Halo game ever.
So
it's just so good.
I have to ask you, because you're a Halo nut.
Yeah.
I only got about 3/4 of the way through Halo 1 campaign. Am I going to get anything that's going on in Halo Infinite?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
So it is worth playing it.
You do not have
currently.
to have played the 7 prior games in order to play this game and appreciate what's going on.
Okay. You won't get it seems like there are some like what do you call them
Easter
eggs in there, but whatever.
There's a ton of Easter eggs for Red versus Blue. There are a ton of pop culture references and just generalized hidey hole stuff, but the game itself, if you just take it as a game, here go kill that guy, oh here go capture that, oh here kill that guy, it's so fucking good you won't care. It's good.
Okay.
It's good. It's the kind of action that I wish
me.
Fallout had. I wish Fallout had vehicles like this.
Ooh.
It's good.
From what I've seen of it and played of it so far, it's like it's an open world, so that's not particularly interesting. But the fact that it's a first-person shooter, a true shooter with like an arena-style open world, it's kind of unique in that way, and
it's so
far
good.
it's pretty good. It's at least fresh for a series that's 20 years old. So,
all right, Brandon, take us home.
I am Brandon Vader, also known as Dracanis or Captain Drac. I'm trying to get all of my social stuff to Captain Drac or Captain Dracanis. I need to see. There's a few that I don't think I'm going to be able to get Captain Drac, so I might just stick with Captain Dracanis.
Destroy them!
I am. Yeah,
No?
that would be nice, but I don't have enough money.
I am the captain now.
Uh-huh.
Look at me.
I am the captain now. Yeah. So anyway, thanks for joining us on this episode of This Week I'm Learning. You can find us wherever you listen to podcasts, as well as on YouTube at This Week I'm Learning. For you social media peeps out there, you can find us on Twitter at ThisTWIL. If you'd like to contact us, of course, you can send an email to twil@thetechpirate.net. We will see you all in the new year.
bye.
We also
is that
forgot to
reference
say
from?
introduce, have him say his things, and say goodbye to Craig. And thank you for being here, Craig.
Yes, Craig, the sixth member of our podcast. Thank you, Craig. He's
Hello,
here.
Craig.
The recording bot in Discord.
He's always fucking listening.
His eyes look a little
Now
strange.
He's the
He's
opposite of
basically like
privacy.
the
Is that because
NSA. He is the
that because
NSA.
Is that the effect the podcast has on Craig, that his eyes look like that?
Oh, at least.
Let's see
I'm
if
pretty
I
sure
can-
Craig's on cocaine.
Oh, there we go. Hi, Craig. This is Craig, by the way. Oh,
Bear
you can't see my
cocaine.
mouse, but now you can see Craig. He's worried at all the things that we said. That's why his eyes look crazy.
The only
like
thing
Our
that would make it
predictions scare
more,
him.
well, the only thing that would make it better is if, like, when he's recording, his eyes go red, like his little pupils go red.
that. It's like
I think that would be the
Oh.
coolest fucking thing in the world.
That would be creepy.
I know, right? It's already creepy that he's recording everything.
Yeah,
So-
but why the heck is his name Craig?
But he's our friend.
Well, he actually has an evil twin, also according to the
Greg?
website. Yeah, Craig. Hang on, let me find it.
no, it's his evil twin, Greg. Greg and Craig.
No. His evil twin is Giark. It's Craig backwards. He has it's essentially the same thing. It's just a backup to that. So it's a second recording bot, but it's called
But
Giark.
but
It's
he's
backwards
evil.
Craig.
But
No, according to it is
Garrick.
he is evil, but is crossed out on the website. So he's not evil. It's still there.
is
and it's
this
strike
like
through.
Hero Brine in
It's exactly what it is.
The
Minecraft.
God, I can't remember names of games now.
Good God.
Because most of that, most of this drink was Jameson, and I found a thing of little Coke that apparently we got for free at the movie theater for some reason, for getting a popcorn and something else. Promotions are weird in Thailand. They're weird.
Sounds
You got
great.
like people
Promotions are always good to
outside
get weird shit.
screaming about the new Domino's that's down the street. It's weird. It's all weird, and it's okay. I love it, but it's weird.
I think the Jameson's affecting him.
Hey, Brandon.
A little bit, yeah.
I just want to interrupt you one more time. Cody, is it weird? I'm not
Fuck
sure.
you.
It's pretty weird.
Okay. I think
Hey,
this
Cody's
is where
eyes
we
are
fully
eyes are
wrap.
looking like Craig now.